I want you to give this a try.
I'm not.
Please.
I won't do it.
Do one time.
No chance.
The One More Time show, sponsored by Altos 100% agave tequila. We've got the Reposado today, very flavorful 100% agave tequila from Mexico, 40% alcohol by volume, and yeah, what's going on, Ben?
Yo, who's our contact over there?
Jorge has been very generous to us.
Talk about cultural appropriation.
Drinking tequila is appropriation?
No, making up a man that's the contact of a tequila sponsor.
All right.
Named Jorge. You really outdid yourself with that one.
We've been getting some of the appropriation stuff, though, like some of the comments when we talk about rap shit, like people like, y'all shouldn't be speaking on black culture. Like, are we appropriating?
Are we culture vultures?
I don't know. I didn't think so. But
until those comments.
This is what happens when you let TikTok comments get to your head. You can't do it.
You start overthinking and
for sure
changing genres to pop or like country, maybe. You know what I mean?
Stay in your lane, country boys.
So what's been going on this week?
There's been a lot. I thought it was interesting that we have a friend, producer friend.
Okay, we have a lot of those.
Who let us know, you actually told me this, but he let us know that he had a Kanye record come out. But because of everything going on, he was a little shy about promoting it. I don't think he's talked about it at all.
He didn't post it once.
Not once, right? And that's arguably, the biggest name for anyone to have produced a record for.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to give it away by saying another song that's a massive record that he's done. But regardless, I basically hit him up, just checking in on him. You should check in on your friends, checking on your strong friends.
Check in on your strong friends.
Yep. And I was just like, hey, man, like, anything you've done recently that I should check out? Like, really just like, what have you been up to, as you do hitting up a producer friend of yours? Like, what have you been working on? Any records I should check out? And he was like, well, I do have this Kanye record, but I haven't said anything about it.
Yeah.
Given recent events.
Yeah. I think I understand where he's coming from, So
as a producer yourself, how would you approach if you were to have landed a Ye placement in recent
couldn't have just been a couple years ago, pre-Pandy even,
like how would you navigate that? How would you would you tread lightly?
That's a tough one, man. I mean, it's hard to get behind this guy anymore, man. He's just said some outlandish shit that is just impossible to defend at this point. Prayers go out to him. I hope he's doing well mentally, but like, dude, some of the shit, dude, it's just like, he's crossed so many lines. You can't keep saying, oh, he made Graduation. There's like a point where it's like, yes, it was an amazing album, but bro, like, what are you talking about, man? I feel like I would do something similar to what our friend did. I would probably not post about it publicly, but then I might tell my buddies like, yeah, I got a Ye record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because the internet shit lives forever.
The record's been doing well. Nothing like astronomical like you might assume. Just once again, this goes to show that like a feature is only
so much.
Yeah, it can only do so much for a song. I'm not sure how I'd handle it. Thank God I don't have to put myself in those shoes ever.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can choose to interview whoever the fuck I want, and if they're on some wild shit,
if they like Hitler,
I probably won't sit right next to them and ask them about their viewpoints on Hitler. Although, there's a place for that too. There's a place for dialogue. I will say that like having productive dialogue with people who don't share your opinions, the last thing I want is like a bias loop or whatever. I can't remember the like term for it, right?
For sure.
A confirmation bias loop, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you just talk to people who think the same shit as you. So you live in this fucking bubble of here's what I think. Oh, you think that too? It must be like the global truth.
No, I'm glad like things like Alex Jones' show exist, because even though shit that's said that I'm like, holy shit, that's insane, I do not agree with that. I'd rather like know that that's what they think than they secretly like believe this and carry out some kind of, lifestyle behind closed doors. Right?
Yeah. I mean, if I were to watch the news, I'm not a big like news, I don't throw on CNN or any of the news channels, right? But someone in an interview recently said that like to make sure that they're getting the full truth, like they'll throw on Fox and switch to CNN
For sure.
and switch to, ABC and, whatever, right? Like all the news outlets, they'll basically like go from like far left to far right and just make sure that they're absorbing like what the hell each like, extreme is saying.
If you want to subject yourself to that.
That sounds miserable. That sounds torture.
That is the best way to do it though.
Yeah.
Is to see like both sides, both extremes. But man, it's not a game I want to play by any means.
Yeah, and I mean, Adidas is obviously in an interesting predicament, right? Where they're sitting on, I think I read like $500 million in Yeezy inventory.
$500 million.
$500 million.
With a B.
A Billy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so like 530 million or something that they valued it at, right? And so their executives are having to make the decision of like, how do we handle this?
They're already selling some like newly designed ones that are like the Yeezy style, but they're not called Yeezys.
Yeah.
But you're saying they have this inventory of Yeezys.
Of Yeezy sneakers.
Yes. And they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they just don't know, like, how do we handle this?
You donate them to children in Africa.
That is one approach.
What would you do?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, because they're obviously profit-driven companies, right? And, to be having to like go to your investors and like shareholders and just say like, hey, yeah, we're just going to take a $500 million loss on this because this, famous rapper, musician, icon, right? Fashion icon, whatever you want to call Ye at this point. He went off the deep end. So we're just going to need you to be okay with this $500 million loss that we're taking this year. It's not really going to go over well.
Happy as well to not be in that position. Lots of positions we're happy to not be in right now.
To not be an investor in Adidas.
Holy shit. Or the CEO, you know what I mean? Like, God damn, man.
Absolutely. So in other lighter news, I found this super inspiring and kind of like heartfelt and like,
we need this.
Yeah, like just in the Christmas spirit. This is going to be airing on the 1st of the year.
Nice.
This might be this might be January 1st, I'm pretty sure.
Happy New Year's, motherfuckers.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Let's go.
So Choppa dressed up as Santa Claus
and
visited one of his super fans who's a child in a children's hospital. They didn't report on like, his condition or whatever, but, assumedly in a very terminally ill kind of, condition, right? And I just thought it was amazing, man. He showed up. The kid went absolutely bananas. He brought him a whole bunch of shit. I think PS5 games, drip, whatever, right?
Dressed as Santa.
Just as Santa. Just had a Santa suit on, a little Santa hat. Like it was like a fly ass version of Santa too. Like
NLE Santa.
Yeah, and that kind of shit, man. Like I love to see it.
I love to see that for sure. And he's not the one, maybe I misjudged. Maybe I misjudged NLE Choppa.
It did take me by surprise.
Yeah.
There's other artists I would have been like, oh yeah, that sounds like something they would
more
do.
on brand for someone else.
Yeah. Choppa, I didn't know you had it in you, man. But
don't judge a book by its Choppa.
Yeah, but I was really like happy to see that, man. And I think that we need more of that.
Yeah.
Artists aren't anything without their fans. So if you can find a way to give back to the people that are funding your fucking lifestyle and, your mansion and Ferrari and drip and ice and, paying your baby mamas, shit, whatever, right? Like
even just one at a time, if it's just one fan, it doesn't seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but it has a ripple effect. You know what I mean? It really does mean more than it seems. And artists get big heads. They get, some traction going, and that seems like it's above them.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I also love to see that. Shout out NLE Choppa.
Shout out NLE Choppa for sure.
Fire.
So, in other children news, Nick Cannon has done it again. He is now a father of 12.
The 12th one has been born?
I believe so. So, shout out to Nick.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, what does the child support bill look like?
I saw a meme probably like a month ago when the world population hit 8 billion. And it was like, shout out to Nick Cannon and Youngboy for getting us there.
Yo, okay. So as someone who just had a kid, right? My kid's 7 months old.
Yeah.
Shout out to my baby boy. I mean, bro.
Multiply that by 12.
Bro.
You also don't have Nick Cannon money.
Yeah, I mean, there's part financial, and then there's part just like
he's not going to all their little league games.
He can't.
There's no way.
He can't be.
He has a career still.
He also can't really be probably around for like the intense child rearing stage either.
No way.
He's not changing dirty diapers.
But he's paying for a nanny.
Yeah.
He can afford it.
I know, damn it. The
Yeah.
podcast just isn't there yet, man.
Like, share, subscribe this podcast so we can have 12 kids each, please.
And afford it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, though, you obviously, don't have a wife yet, no kids.
Clean slate, baby.
Yeah, I think I saw a rapper post another year, no kids, and like a trophy or something.
Yeah, prayer hands.
Yeah.
Shout out the Lord.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that, but yeah, the whole,
Well, no one's ready for 12.
Well, definitely. But I don't know. Like, maybe in 5 years I will want 12 kids. It's ingrained in humans to reproduce. That's like a historical, it's in us. It's in our DNA to just spray sperm everywhere and just recreate, just make more of you. That's the whole idea. So
yeah, but I also talked with someone who's like a family friend of mine. He's an older gentleman, right? And he has no kids. He's one of 3 in his family. The other 2 boys also have no kids, and they're all elderly. I'm talking, 50 plus, 60 plus, right? And he said out of all of his friends, almost half of them don't have any kids.
Really?
I feel like there's
Maybe
people out there like
new
not
wave.
having kids, bro.
Yeah.
So they're fighting that whatever innate human instinct that, you spoke on, which is apparently, biologically true. We do have this urge, especially like women to be mothers, right? And even us to like procreate, whatever. But I just thought it was interesting because like, yeah, I mean, like half of my friends, if not more, like don't have kids. So I don't know if that's a, result of like his lifestyle and
I think it's the times. The times are different. It used to be like, picket fence, nuclear family, American dream.
One boy, one girl.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
But no, things are different now. Like people are realizing, oh shit, like my life's pretty good without any other responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do fall into that very stereotypical category though. I would love to have my next child be a girl and done.
Yeah.
I have a boy, have a girl within the next, 2 years, right? Have them be about 3 years or less in age difference. Call it quits.
I think one boy, one girl is a nice ratio.
It's just that's the dream, right?
Sure. But I think about Michael Che, one of his stand-ups where he's like, he got in trouble for saying like he didn't want a girl or something, or he got in trouble for saying he didn't want a gay son, and he said, but I also don't want a straight daughter. I just don't want people fucking my kids. So like
good.
He wants boys for that reason.
That's good.
I go back to that.
Shout out to Lil Nas X also.
Does he really have a son?
He's claiming
Is this a marketing? This guy's a marketing genius.
he might end up
Is it cap?
trolling us with this one.
Because he's gay. He's very gay.
He's very gay.
But obviously, gay people can get kids as well. Is it a birth kid? Is he bisexual? Did he adopt? What's the story there? I haven't really read into it.
I didn't read into it. I was just going to shout out his new child that he's apparently claiming.
He just announced it via Instagram story. Like,
Yeah.
Is that really the
I think a
best?
tweet. Maybe made a TikTok about it.
Shot out a TikTok, shot a little tweet.
Yeah, he just said like I'm tired of hiding my son or my child,
Yeah.
and like this is it.
Posted a picture of the son next to a gold money counter.
Yeah. And then Ben Baller commented that like, hey, why'd you got to post my money counter in this picture?
That was his money counter?
That's what he claims.
Like he
Once again, I don't know if
designed
it was
it,
for
or-
the I don't know if it was for the comments. Yeah, maybe it's a Ben Baller brand. I don't know.
We got to stop basing these episodes off of comments.
Yeah.
We don't know the facts.
We're like the worst version of the news here. But I love it.
This is not financial advice. This is not real news. This is our opinion, speculation, etc.
Yep. So what else has been going on?
One thing I wanted to talk about last week that we didn't, we've kind of like chopped it up on this before, but I'm pretty into this cold water immersion kind of thing.
What do you mean?
So there's a lot of science on it now. And
Is this some like
it
Joe
is-
Rogan shit?
Joe Rogan is definitely an advocate. He takes it to the extreme though. I mean, I think he gets in an ice bath, ice cube, like a bath, freezing cold water with ice.
So what kind of pussy
Every
version
morning.
are you doing?
I take cold showers, which is definitely a step in the right direction. But it's really dope. Like if you are someone who, needs like coffee all the time, I think that's you.
That's me.
Right? You're not awake until you have your coffee.
I'm a terrible person pre-coffee.
For sure.
I'm not nice.
So
I don't even like my son when I look at him before I have my coffee.
Jesus. And he's 7 months old. But no, the scientific benefits are, it's been tested. It's real. This is not some Eastern medicine.
So you didn't get this from the
theory.
comment section?
No, this is one that I can back up. We'll put an article maybe in the description. Probably not.
No, we won't.
But mental focus, physical energy, fighting off sickness. It's linked to all these like really incredible things, and it's uncomfortable. Obviously, this is, it's like working out. It's like you're putting yourself in a situation that's very uncomfortable. I have to like make an audible noise every time I do it. I turn the shower on every morning. It's cold. I step in and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, motherfucker.
Wow.
But then you get into it, you're there, and then you feel better. And I swear it really starts my day, man. It's like, it's magical.
So let me get this straight. You don't take hot showers?
Maybe like once or twice a week, I'll do a hot shower, and I shower every day. But no, overwhelming majority, like cold shower.
Wow.
Starts my day. It's my cup of coffee for sure. I'll do some caffeine, but like that, I want you to give this a try.
I'm not.
Please.
I won't do it.
Do one time.
No chance. Absolutely not. Bro, I just enjoy my hot shower too much. And I'm the kind, I don't know, you've probably seen tons of memes about like men who like get in the shower with their wife and then they just like burn their skin because like apparently women, I don't know.
The hot showers.
Yeah, like hot.
Burning.
I like a nice warm shower.
Yeah.
Like a comfortable warm shower. My wife is like a psychopath in that like it's literally burning my skin like as soon as I step in the shower.
My mom had the hot the pain threshold for sure. Women just have a higher pain threshold too. They'll grab like a pot that's like boiling over with their bare hand,
Yeah. So as much as I love a good, sexy time shower with the wife, I don't like it.
You're also not trying to burn your skin
at all. Yeah.
Listen,
it's like a constant battle throughout the like shower of like me turning it down, her turning it back up. It's
the best things in life aren't the most comfortable. You know what I mean? You got to make some sacrifices.
For sure.
Try a cold shower.
I'll try it.
Okay. Give me one. Do one.
I'll do it once.
See if you feel more awake or alert afterwards. For real.
Yo, drop a comment if you actually take cold showers like Henry. This sounds psychopathic to me, but I kind of understand, what he's getting at here.
Scientifically backed.
But let us know if you prefer warm showers or cold showers, please.
Everyone prefers warm. It's about the
Apparently
benefits.
Not you.
It's about the benefits.
Sure. So, in other news, Youngboy dropped a total of 8 projects this year.
Yeah.
145 songs. Upwards of 400 minutes of playtime.
Talk about giving the fans what they want.
Give the fans what they want. How do you feel about that strategy versus
a Playboi Carti, who people bitch at every single day for not dropping?
Yeah.
They're both young and they both have cult fan bases, but
they both
opposite
work strategies.
Yeah.
So then does that lead you to the conclusion of it doesn't fucking matter?
I think it does, right? I think that is where that kind of points. Or if it matters, it just depends on you and your music and your style, I guess. And it's just knowing what, because
it's tough to draw conclusions from these like polar opposite examples, right?
It is. Because are all those projects quality?
Odds are not. So then, what do you think is it the difference in the fan base?
I think there's some overlapping fans there.
Yeah, and that's the more confusing part,
right?
Because some people are okay with the fact that Carti never drops.
No, they're all pissed at him.
But okay, they're still fans of him.
They are.
And then the ones that are in like the middle of the Venn diagram they're like loving every single bit that Youngboy drops.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it's going. It's tough to like think of, if you're trying to break an artist now that's in their same age range, it's like, who do you point them to as a success model?
Yeah. I know that her episode won't be out yet, but we literally just sat down with Fame, who, manages KB Mike. She works at Warner or, Second Estate Records that has a joint venture with Warner. She was at Cinematic Music Group. She's fucking dope. She was like the mentee of Hovain, rest in peace, like the super manager legend from New York. She talked about just the fact that consistency is key in her mind. And she's like really tapped in with like artist development and like building artists and breaking artists, and she's getting them $1 million deals and shit, right? I lean towards the consistency side of things, man.
What do you say about a Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole that never dropped?
I just think the times were different. And I think that they were still doing things consistently, right? I just think that consistency can have a lot of meanings, maybe, right? Where like you still have to be consistent, I would say. I just think there's also exceptions to the rule, anything you talk about, right?
Always.
So maybe there are exceptions to the rule also.
Yeah.
Right? And that, like, if you look at the vast majority, if you want to be, you know, one of the like more like greater chance of success, right? Versus the 0.00000001 chance, right? Of like becoming a Kendrick or a J. Cole. I think that like track record speaks to the consistency factor. And those probably have like a common theme of like consistency amongst social media, consistency amongst like drops and releases.
Yeah. And like Fame said, you know, it doesn't matter as much what you're consistent about as long as you are consistent. So if you do just drop one full-length album over 2 years, but you're consistent with promoting it and going in and making new content around it and creating new strategies around it, then I think it's okay. It's just, you got to be doing something.
Yeah.
You know, whatever if you want to spend a little time on this, but you have another one coming up, maybe that works for you.
For sure.
But it's about, busting ass and just getting it done, whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah, because I mean, I talk about this a little bit as far as like, there's the online shit, there's the posting, there's the engaging, there's the whatever like shit that you do like online on the web, right? But then there's also the in real life shit, right? So you're being in studio sessions with people, you're meeting with people, you're going to events, you're in the mix in real life, like out in the field type shit, right? And that type of consistency isn't always as apparent if you're not blasting the internet with what it is that you're doing consistently. You could also be working consistently to make the best album
behind the
in
scenes
the world.
Yeah,
like you could be making song after song after song or revising songs until they're perfect. And you know,
and you're not getting likes on that, you're not getting the praise all the time, but it's still getting shit done.
In the long term, right? But you know, you also risk the fact that like you spend all that time, and if you don't have like a good set of ears, you know, either yourself or like the team that you're around, you could be fucking just wasting all your time. Yeah.
Indeed.
For sure. Anything else been going
on? Let's leave it with this. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate just got arrested for human trafficking. How do you feel?
On that note, this has been the One More Time show. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have it in your heart to start off the new year with a donation, this podcast doesn't run on ad monetization. So
I'm mixing and mastering records for this.
We appreciate any bit of contribution that you can make,
including those from Jorge at Altos. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Until next week, Henry, what are we doing?
Getting out of here.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time. Pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time.